Hey everyone, Mona B here. So today's video is a live talk video. If you guys did not know, in a few videos ago I told you guys that I would be bringing back a live talk video. So we're going to go ahead and get started today. And what I want you guys to do is send in your advice questions that you have, and if you want me to answer them, I will answer them in a video. So the email for that is in the description box below. So it is monab269@yahoo.com if you want to send in any questions that you guys would like me to answer, or give my input or give you guys advice on. If you already sent me an email and I haven't did your video yet, just hang on tight. It will be coming soon. Just hang on. I just got to get these videos out. So I'm just doing them how I receive them in order. So just bear with me. I will definitely get to your question. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm not going to say the person's name at all, but she says, I have a topic or a situation I like your input on. So one of you guys wrote this in. I am a college student and I'm in my junior year. However, this is not my first time attending college. I am 24 years old, and right after high school I started college, but my experience was short-lived due to financial circumstances. I had to take time off and start completely over, which I am grateful for, but it gets to me sometimes because I see all of my old friends already accomplishing so much. Getting married, completing law degrees, starting businesses, etc. I feel like I'm so behind in a lot of ways in life, and sometimes it gets to me. It's a true damper on my self-esteem. How do I stay focused and remain positive? Thank you for reading. So basically, she went back to college. She's a junior in college. She's 24 years old, and basically she feels like everyone around her is surpassing her. Everyone is, moving forward, and she feels like she's a little left behind because she, had to drop out of college the first time for financial reasons. I just want to say that I'm proud of you for going back to college. That's really amazing, and I'm really proud of you, and you should definitely be proud of yourself. As far as like everyone, your friends, you feel like, it's a damper on your self-esteem because everyone may be accomplishing things quicker than you, or they have, already completed their degrees like you said, or getting married. And I'm gonna just tell you like this straight up. Don't ever compare yourself to others. Never, because your journey is your journey for a reason, and you're right where you're supposed to be. God has placed you there. So try your hardest not to look at other people's journeys, because their journey is their journey and your journey is your journey. And I totally can't understand where you're coming from, because there was a time in my life where I personally felt away because like a lot of people around me were graduated from college and doing this and getting married and doing things like that, and I wasn't. I was nowhere near that. And I had to look in a mirror and say, girl, your journey is not supposed to be like everybody else. Your journey is made to build you as a person. You know what I'm saying? You're not meant to go through the same things that your peers are going through, because they're not you. Sometimes God takes us through certain paths, gives us certain trials and tribulations to go through to make us stronger. And sometimes it's just not our season. It's just not our moment. It's just not our time. I'm going to give you a perfect example. I wanted to move to Atlanta years ago, like 2 years ago. I was like, I'm moving to Atlanta, but it just didn't work out. A lot of people around me were moving. We're getting promotions. We're doing a lot of things. But I kept my faith and I just kept going. And you know what? It happened for me when it was the right time, when God saw that, I was ready for it. So don't ever feel like, what I'm saying, you're not doing great because your friends are maybe getting married and they're already graduating college. That doesn't make them any better than you or makes you less of a person. You're on your journey. You're doing well. You're in school. You went back to school. That is awesome. So you just really have to focus on yourself and not look at others, because a lot of times we do look at other people and that really will discourage us. You know what I'm saying? That will discourage you. Never compare yourself, because you're different. You are you. You're your own standard. You know what I'm saying? It's like my journey that I'm going through or that I'm on, it is my journey. It's not meant to look like that person over there or that person over there. And never compare what you're doing to what somebody else is doing, because honestly, what glitters is not always gold. So yeah, you may see somebody and you may say, dang, they got married. Ooh, they got their degree. They got a white picket fence. Honey, that does not mean that everything is peaches and cream, because we're all human, and that does not mean, you know what I'm saying, everything over there, they just living the vida loca. Does not mean that. That does not. So that's another reason I always tell people, do not compare yourself to other people, because you don't really know what that person is actually really dealing with. You should be very proud of yourself. You're back in school, and so what if you're 24 years old back in school? That's what's up. Like, that's dope. There's people that go back to school when they're 70, 80. I mean, there is. So like me personally, I haven't not finished college. Am I discouraged? Do I plan on going back? Maybe. And when I go back, will I feel away? No, because my journey is my journey, and you know, it is mine. And sometimes, you know, like you said, financial reasons, sometimes things happen, you know, and sometimes those things, you know, teaches us a lesson. That I don't think you should feel discouraged by that at all. I understand that you do, but just think about all the positive things that you're doing. And you said like you feel so behind. You're not behind. Your timeline is your timeline. Things happen for you when they will happen for you, when God wants them to happen for you. So don't feel like you're behind. Just like for me, I'm 25 years old. A lot of you guys may not know that, but I'm 25 years old. There's a lot of people older than me and younger than me that are very successful entrepreneurs, very successful in the things that they're doing. Keywords, the things that they're doing, the things that they are doing. That does not have to have anything to do with me, what they're doing, because that's their personal journey. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it takes us a little bit longer to achieve our goals, achieve our dreams. Things don't happen overnight. They do not happen overnight. Things aren't meant to happen overnight. You know, sometimes you have to enjoy the process. And I think that's what you definitely should do. You should just enjoy your journey, enjoy your process, take it all in, and it will definitely teach you a lot of things about yourself for sure. You were asking, you know, how do I stay focused and remain positive? Just focus on the positive things that you're doing, like going to school. Focus on your schoolwork and focus on your goals that you may have. Anything that you want to do in the future, plan them out. You know, start planning them, put them in motion, and just focus on you. Don't really look at, you know, the left lane, the right lane. Have tunnel vision and stay in your lane. And that's one of my biggest models, because even for me, I can get discouraged at times, and then I have to check myself like, Mona, don't be looking to the left, don't be looking to the right. You need to have tunnel vision and look forward for what God has planned for you. You get what I'm saying? What he has planned for you. Because you know, all of our plans are different. We're not all meant to have the same things in life. And, you know, sometimes it does take us longer than others to succeed at certain things. And that is okay. Like, I remember even being in school, I've always been a person that it takes me a little bit longer to catch on than other people. But you know what? I embrace that. And I'm okay with that, because you know what? It has taught me a lot of discipline, and it has taught me a lot about myself, you know, to be more patient and not so hard on myself. Stay focused on what you're doing and don't worry about what everybody else is doing. If they're getting married, congrats, be happy for them. But you know, it just may not be your time, and your time will definitely come. Your season will definitely come. You're right where you're supposed to be. God wants you to learn where you're at right now in your life. And a lot of times, you know, God looks at how we maneuver. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes he plans out stuff for us to go a certain way just to see how we will react. So when it is time for him to bless us with our breakthrough, he knows that we're actually going to be prepared and actually be ready for it. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, like I was saying, referring back to moving, when I wanted to move during that time frame, it was definitely not a good time for me to be moving, but I wanted to do what I wanted to do. And we can't do that. We have to do what God wants us to do. And it wasn't the right timing. Had I would have moved 2 years ago, I would have been a hot mess. Like, I'm going to be real with y'all and very transparent. But right now, I'm doing really well. Like, really well for my standard. You get what I'm saying? For mine, not the world standard. I don't care what the world think I should be doing. I'm doing what's good for me. You have to remember, you're doing what's good for you. You're bettering yourself, and that is what's good for you in your season right now. So hopefully I covered, you know, answered your question. But just like you said, how do you stay positive? Just focus on what you're doing. Just focus on what you're doing. And I know it can be hard with social media. And if you need to, sometimes, you know, take a break from social media. I know sometimes I don't get on Instagram. I don't get on Snapchat. I stay off of YouTube, because sometimes those things can be a distraction and can get you down when you're looking on, you know, other people's profiles like, ooh, she just got a new Benz and I'm still taking the city bus. don't worry about her Benz. Don't worry about her Beamer, her Benz, or whatever she got. Worry about you. You know what I'm saying? Like, worry about you and focus on you, and everything that is meant for you will come when it is time. That is the key. It will come when it is time for it to happen for you. It really will. And just remember why you started your journey, to remember what drove you to want to go back to school. Remember why you wanted to better yourself. You feel me? And that will also help you, because I always, like, when I get down and get discouraged and I don't want to do stuff anymore and I want to give up, I have to say, Mona, why did you start what you're doing? Why did you start it? And that always gives me the push that I need, because at the end of the day, like I said before, it is your journey and you set the standard for you. Don't let society set no standard on what you should be doing. Don't ever let society do that, because who's to say that society knows everything? You know what I mean? Just like, I'm gonna give y'all a good example. Like, for instance, like when women should have babies. Oh, when they're in their 20s. And I always say this, and people that know me personally know that I always say this. That's whack. Why do I personally have to have a baby in my 20s? No, I don't have to. I serve the author of time, which is God. And when he is ready for that to happen in my life, it will happen. I'm not going to worry about what society is saying to me. You get what I'm saying? Like, and I had to learn that. It took me a while to learn it. I just don't want you to think I learned that overnight. But it took me a minute to actually sit down and be like, girl, tune all of that out. Tune all of that out. Oh, you should be doing this at 20. You should be doing this at 30. You should have this. No. You definitely have to just focus on what you're doing in the now, because you know what I mean? You wanna actually live in a moment. And because it's so easy to honestly, like, you look back on things and you be like, dang, it's over so quickly, and I didn't even really get to enjoy that season, that time in my life. So just enjoy the time that you're in, the season that you're in, because it's gonna be over before you know it. You're gonna wake up and you're gonna be graduated from college. You'll be married. You'll be having you'll have a family before you know it. You'll be like, dang, I didn't even enjoy when I didn't have all of this, because you know, we go through seasons for a reason, and you definitely have to enjoy the season that you're in. I hope this was helpful, but you can do it. I'm rooting for you. I'm sure everyone in the comments will be rooting for you. And just have tunnel vision. Do not look around you. You're doing awesome. You're doing your thing, girl. So keep pushing, and remember why you started. So, guys, if you would like to put some input on the topic at hand and give her some advice on how to stay positive and not feel like she's behind, because she definitely is not behind. She's right where she's supposed to be. Go ahead and put your input down in the comment section. Let's have a discussion. Let's talk. I also want to put out here that you may not agree with anything that I said, and that is perfectly fine. But listen, one thing I do not do or tolerate on my channel is negativity. So if you come here with some negative comments, you're getting blocked, they're getting deleted. I don't play that. Don't come over here with that disrespectful mess. We don't do that over here on Mona B's channel. We don't do that, okay? So everybody put their input in down below. If you guys want to submit anything to, you know, for me to talk on or speak on, go ahead and submit it to monab269@yahoo.com. And I hope you all enjoyed this live talk video, and I will see you all on my next one. Bye.